Right guys, wedge review time. This is the Callaway Mack Daddy PM Grind. So Phil Mickelson. This is Phil Mickelson's designed wedge. It's with Roger Cleveland, obviously from Cleveland Golf, but now as a Callaway representative. They've created a golf club with a ridiculous amount of face groovage. So much grooves on the face, it's untrue. So we're going to do a wedge test, pitching the ball at 20 yards, at 50 yards and 100 yards to see how it reacts, see how it feels, see how it moves through the air. It's a very, very big faced wedge, really high toe. And the advantage of that is so you can massively open the face, and if you catch the toe, there's still grooves there to be hit. It comes in loads of different lofts. I've just got this in 56 degrees, 13 degrees, and it kind of looks a little bit space age at the back. The green luminous almost lights at the back. It looks pretty cool. I like it a lot. So many grooves on the face, so many grooves. So to make this as most independent as I can, as in ball as well, ball reviews, I'm going to be using Vice golf balls. New golf ball on the market, Vice Golf Pro, and this is the Pro version. So competing with the premium golf balls such as your Pro V1s and your Shrixon Z-Stars and your Callaway Super Soft. But I want to kind of use a golf ball make that is unbiased to all of them. So Vice, and they are soft, they're a soft golf ball. So we'll just see how it reacts, see how it spins. 20 yards, I'm moving sideways so I can pick up the balls later on. So 20 yards, 50, then 100. Looks-wise behind it, I've never seen a wedge look like this, ever. It's got so many grooves on the face, it's untrue. Covering it all the way to the end of the toes. I mean, it's odd. It's a bit odd looking. I understand the reason, if you're opening the face, I can see how that would advance, but just a normal looking wedge, it's not going to do any harm, but it's interesting that it's got that much coverage. Right, 20 yard chip first. A little bit longer there. Felt nice off the face, like it hit well off the face. I'm just trying to pitch it up there at 20 yards. Flew off the face, a bit hot actually, to be fair. Let's have another go. Yeah, lovely. It feels great. I'm probably trying to pitch that almost in the hole a little bit too much, but it does feel pretty solid. It feels really nice off the face. Right, 50 yards. So let's pitch this up to 50. See how it reacts, see how it flies. So 50 yards away. I'm going to still keep the neutral loft. I'm not going to try and add any loft to it. I'm just going to keep the very neutral loft. That felt awesome. Spin quick. Oh, start dancing around the flag. I've pitched at 48 and stopped almost instantly. Had 6,600 RPM for a 50-yard shot. So spin comes from speed. So obviously on a 50-yard shot, you're not going to get that type of speed. It's not going to be super fast. Let's try another one. That felt awesome. Should be pretty good again. A little bit off the bottom that time, but you can still see it's just stop. Felt a little bit off the bottom that time, but with such a big head, it's hard to really identify where smack bang in the middle is. Feels like I've caught a couple off the toe in practice and it actually still did the same result. It still spun as much as it would do normally. Let's go back to 100 yards now. So 100-yard wedge test. This is 56, so it's going to take pretty much all of my wedge. And again, I'm not going to open the face, I'm going to keep the loft very neutral. Keep it, because it feels like every shot should be open faced. It feels like every shot should be a Phil Mickelson flop shot. But I'm not going to do that. 100-yard shot. Let's see how it reacts. It's got to be good. It's got to be good. Very good. Wow. So it pitched bang on 102 and just had a little bit of backspin on there. 10,388 RPM spin. You see the spin increase, the more power that gets put in there. That was really nice. Let's go one more. Should be pretty good again. Very nice. You can see how much control it has. Now looking at the strike on the face, that was a fraction from the toe. But because it had so much coverage, it didn't matter at all. So we see the numbers there, 4,300 spin on a 20-yard shot, 6,600 spin on a 50-yard shot. This is RPM, using the same ball, using the Vice Pro golf ball, and nearly 10,500 RPM on a full 100-yard wedge shot. So this is the first wedge review I've done in this style, so we can only compare it to the next one, which is a tailor-made wedge I've got. But the Mack Daddy wedge, the PM grind, the Phil Mickelson grind, loads of advantage. I do feel like opening the club, I'm going to play a flop shot, just so you can see how it reacts. So full open of the face. I just feel like I can sit that face ridiculously open, really sit it open. And it's just got so much coverage on it. It's not the prettiest club in the world, but I think for a real flop shot, I'm only going to go for about 50 yards there. Look at the height, it's ridiculous. It just, you can do shots, you could do different shots. I feel like I could flop it over the camera without much effort. It's got a lot of variation, a lot of versatility, but for a normal out-and-out wedge, very good. Lots of design features to it. Depends if you like the looks. I'll leave that down to you. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content, more equipment reviews. Do subscribe, comment down below. Do you love the PM Grind wedge? It's got a lot of lovers with Phil Mickelson using it. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you all soon.